Hello and welcome to another stream here on Behance and YouTube. My name is Anna Daviscourt. I am a children's book illustrator. I use my hands to talk. This is my best friend, Anthony, who is co-host of the stream as well as my best friend. Did I say that? I don't know what I said.
Twice.
Welcome to a friendly little place where we like to make art. Thank you so much to Rin, who was first in the chat over on Behance. Gold star to Rin. Celebrate. Fanfare.
How'd you learn how to do that?
You'll never know my secret. Hi to Kendall, to Bliss, to Jake, to I saw it. Francis. Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. Been months since I caught your stream, Anna, says Francis. Well, welcome back. I'm so glad that you're here live. Waha, waha, waha.
Waha. Talking with the hands
I'm still
again.
talking with my hands. So today we are going to we're going to be working in Fresco, but the desktop version, to animate once again. We've been doing this on and off lately, and today I decided I wanted to use some of the photos that I've gotten on my brand new phone. Well, I mean, it was brand new in January, but I feel like it's much better resolution of camera than my last one, and I've been loving the photos that I'm getting. And just like going out in nature is always a wonderful experience, right? But when you get to take it home and then later that night you're like editing the photos, it's like a second little like wave of like nature dopamine. So I'm very happy to integrate these photos into my artwork in some way. So the idea I had was either or. So there are two options. You can make an illustration out of the photos, like adding a little character sitting on a fancy couch in a Victorian house. Have fun. But also you can animate that character or thing or something, an effect, whatever we want to make, really. So that's what we're going to be doing in Fresco today.
What kind of phone do you have?
I have an iPhone SE now. Is that exciting? Does everybody like that?
It's very exciting. So exciting.
I've never had Apple phones before, and I've used the iPad, obviously, because that's what I usually use Fresco on, and it honestly wasn't as painful as I thought it was going to be to switch from Android to iPhone, but that's just me. I don't know. I guess, there are pros and cons to everything because like a lot of things are Apple integrated and it's easier to use them on an Apple iPhone or whatever. But then all these other caveats happen where it's like, oh, planned obsolescence is a thing and the battery life is like nothing, but then it charges super fast. So you're just like, anyways, that's my thought process about the phone. But the most important thing to me was definitely the camera resolution, and that was better, so yay, upgrade.
Yeah, I was excited to have you get a camera that had or a phone with good resolution, because that's been what you've been bemoaning for like
been bemoaning
so long.
By the way, did everybody see the news that Nimona is being made? Ugh, right?
What's
Is that what it's called? It's this movie that was in production for a while. I can't remember all of the different streaming services or whatever that have been behind it, but it was canceled at one point, and it was like halfway through production or something like that. And it was first a book, I believe. So I am not super
Sure.
what do you call it? I'm not super familiar with the source material, but I know a lot of people were like really sad to see it not being made. And so I believe another studio has picked it up. And so it is getting made. Very cool.
Cool. That is cool.
Yeah, I love to see that kind of stuff.
No.
Also, did you guys catch the Blue Sky Scrat mini thing that they made? Did you see that, Anthony? Oh.
Is it a little short?
It's just a tiny, like, 30-second short of Scrat finally getting the acorn, because if you don't know, Blue Sky is the studio that made the Ice Age movies, and one of their running gags is Scrat will never get the acorn. It always, like, you know, in a bunch of weird happenstances, always eludes his grasp, and it's the one thing that he wants. And so Blue Sky, I believe, was bought by Disney, and then Disney dissolved it and said, we'll take your franchises, but we don't want you. So Blue Sky was, I mean, it's just a sad kind of story of taking out one of the like larger of the smaller studios. And so to go out on their own terms, they made this little short giving Scrat the acorn finally, which is a really nice send off, I guess, but in a sad context for sure. let's start more small studios. We need more independent animation studios, please. So yeah, that's my, I don't know, news of the day. Have you heard? Haha, Nimona and the Acorn.
That's exciting. So it's being picked up from where the concepts left off. If Blue Sky was in charge of it, and now Disney's in charge of those
I have
properties.
no idea what they're gonna do with it.
Hmm.
I think James said that he saw some kind of Ice Age content on Disney Plus that is newer, I think.
Oh,
I
Kendall
have
says
not seen
Netflix is taking on Nimona.
Netflix has Nimona. Oh yeah. Whoop whoop whoop. That's cool.
But it's a Disney property.
I don't know
made
about
by Netflix?
I am not familiar who was and is in power with Nimona. So you guys are telling me it's Netflix? Awesome. Great job.
Oh, okay. I guess I was confused for a second, but
Oh, it's two
during the
separate stories.
shuffle.
Yeah.
Oh, Nimona. Well, in the chat, someone said that Blue Sky was in charge of Nimona. I feel like I saw that anyway.
That would be a crazy coincidence with these two disparate stories, but I am not sure, so do your own research if you want the facts. But yeah, let's jump into what we're going to do today. Boop! So, this is a picture that I took of the little, I don't know, cherry tree, I want to say it is, down the block from us. Pink. And this is one of the photos. I have many in here that we can flip through and just kind of like decide. This is from our walk over at Wapato, which is this is a greenway that you can walk on Sauvie Island in Portland. It is one of my favorite places to take like a little walk hike. I mean, it's like a loop that's a few miles long. It's definitely not an intense hike, which is what I love because Portland has a lot of hikes to offer. They are varied in their, you know, elevations and how far they are out from the city. I love basically every hike I've ever been on. But this one's very flat in comparison to a lot of like the switchbacks that take you up to, say, the Pittock Mansion or something like that. And anyway, so this is a beautiful site that we got to see on my birthday weekend. Oh, that was so sweet. Then we have the cherry blossom, and then I think I've got a few cherry blossoms in here that I was like, I don't know which one's gonna be the one, but I think I like the pink one the best. And then this is from last night, actually. So there's been some awesome cloud action happening in our skies around here. It's been hailing on and off and just like big boisterous clouds. Yeah, right now there are some like Simpsons cartoony clouds out there. And last night I just caught it where the moon was super, super bright. And you guys can probably see it right there. You see it? You see it? It's right there.
Oh, yeah.
And the a little bit of color was being caught in the clouds. It was like 50% more saturated than this in real life. It was beautiful. A lot of these
Did you get
photos
any
are
thunder
unedited.
yesterday with the hail?
No.
I heard one rumble, and then we got loads of hail.
Yeah,
It hailed for like
tons.
probably, I don't know, 8 minutes straight.
It's so weird because, like, yeah, it looked like snow almost on the rooftops out in the neighborhood because there was just so much of it. I agree. And at one point, they, like, the rooftops come into this, like, alcove at certain points, and it would gather there and just be, like, this
Yeah.
vertical line of ice, basically, and then it would slip off as it melted, and it was, like, this sound. It was very cool.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, I was outside and I heard it on the garage roof mostly.
Garage roof. Ooh.
Yeah.
A hot tin roof, baby. And then this is another view from our Wapato hike. There is a river that goes by it, so we get to see on the inside of the island there's like a pond area that fills up every spring, and then on the other side of the path that you're walking you get this river, and there was a beautiful, I mean, a whole, like, I want us to call it a moment, but we spent some time out on that pier, and my niece got to befriend a few fisher people. And they caught
Not just your
fish.
niece, we all did.
Oh, absolutely. We all befriended the fishermen's, but I loved that she loved it because she wanted to go out and fish. Immediately when she saw them, she was like, oh man, Dad's going to take me fishing sometime. And then she went up and talked to some of them, and right as they were talking, they caught a fish. and she got to see the whole process. It was very cool. And I took this picture off of the pier, and across the river you can see this little boathouse, I want to call it, and it was just a picturesque day. Look at the ripples of the water. Just magic.
So pretty.
Yes.
Yeah, these are all from your phone, right?
All from my phone, and we can take plenty of more of them off the phone and put them in here. So if you want a picture with you in it, Anthony, I have several of those. So we can.
What are you thinking for
animate around you.
animation?
Well, I was thinking of starting with this one and having like a little creature or something poke out from behind the pedal. I don't know. Something like that. We could also have just like a little bug standing somewhere, and the act of having it drawn several times over itself will make it look like it's kind of just alive and moving. So we could do a bee, we could do a ladybug, we could do all sorts of stuff. But with this one, I feel like there's such a crisp edge here, I kind of want just something to poke out. But we have several flower photos, so we could make like a bee happen here or something like that.
What about a mouse?
A mouse! A mouse would be nice. What are you thinking?
Or bee
of
butts.
Bee butts, yeah, coming out of the flower. It's just like rooting around in there. I agree. Actually, I have a kind of perfect picture for that one, because there's one I took in the park near us that has Oregon grape blooms on it, and they're these adorable yellow flowers. And as I was taking pictures of it, a bee, I thought it was going to go perfectly into the picture. I had to get a little, like, I got the perfect snapshot. It fell through the plant and onto my hand and then bumbled away. It was just like this moment. It was very goofy and endearing. Oh. Okay, so
I once passed
I'm
by a
just gonna
tree
start
and there were a bunch
sketching.
of bees just sleeping in the flower blossoms.
That's adorable.
It was really cute.
The heck? Okay, so I'm thinking around here, and I'm thinking like maybe I have no idea what kind of character it should be. Maybe we do a mouse. Just a little mouse popping up.
Were these all bumblebees that you were talking about?
I think it was a honeybee, but we can make it a bumblebee in our minds because that's very cute.
Sounds like it was Bumblebee.
I think we do a little mouse face and then we have it blink. What do you think?
Why not a mouse with a bee body and a stinger?
Because that is what is hiding behind this pedal. It's all in your
Oh.
mind, right? Imagination. And I'm just using the pencil brush for now, but we could switch it up as we see fit.
Kendall says, I saw a TikTok of bees sleeping in flowers and OMG, so cute. It is.
Oh,
It's really adorable.
babies.
We're so tuckered out, and it was amazing to see so many. Just, this is the tree that we sleep in.
This is the napping tree where
Maybe
everyone
it's
is
a
sleeping.
poppy tree.
Poppies will make them sleep.
Dark Hour says, mouse saying hello to its bee friend living in the flower. Just wait till you see the mice that sleeps in the flowers. And then says, oh, I have a photo I need to share of a mouse sleeping in a flower, because if it's nothing less than that.
You have to have it exactly how we imagine it. I'm gonna change this color. Beep. Yeah, I think that's better. Better value for this. Merge down. I think I'm gonna do line with color behind it. That's kind of the vibe I'm feeling. Come on, there we go. And Joe, are you gonna share that to the, oh my gosh, perfect pink, to the Discord? Because I need to see it. I need all the things.
Did you say you think that Alt might act as the color grabber, or it does on desktop?
It does not.
It does not.
Unfortunately. So yeah, I'd have to go down to the color picker and then go zoop and then go. Oh wait, look at that. Okay, so you use color picker and it goes to there and then it automatically goes back to the brush, which is pretty cool. But I still wish that Alt was the color picker, just for comfort. Okay, this. You're swishy with your jacket. Sir, do you not know you're indoors?
I live in a basement and it's 40 something degrees outside, so yeah, I'm aware that I'm wearing a jacket inside.
Well, okay, I'll warm you up.
Whoa. We have Brian in the chat saying hello.
Brian! What's up, Brian? How you doing? You having a good day so far? We are just animating a little mouse baby. Like a normal day, you know?
Kendall says, I wear jackets inside a lot because my house is cold. Me too.
Yeah, but that's not like a warm jacket. That's like a swooshy jacket. Like a rain jacket.
It's keeping me warm, I'll assure you.
Okay. I mean, I don't want to give you a hard time. It's just swishy. Swoosh, 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 swoosh.
Is it too noisy? I could change into something else.
Fashion show. Fashion show. Fashion show at lunch. No, it's fine. Okay, we just want that crisp edge of the petal to poke out a little bit, so I'm just cleaning up that edge a little. Beep, bop. Okay, we've got our mouse in general. The general? Oh, is everybody else excited for Marcel the Shell with shoes on? That's also another thing that's happening.
That's crazy that that's an actual movie.
Yeah, that's like our past. Oh, it's coming back to haunt us in the best way. I'm very excited. Marcel the Shell with Shoes On, if you don't know, used to be like a short series on YouTube that we watched 5 million times. It was a goofy voice with a goofy little character.
Jenny Slate.
Jenny Slate, who is...
Money, please.
Money, please. She's on Parks and Rec as Mona Lisa.
WNYC. She's also in Venom.
I've not seen that. Whoa.
Those are the two things I know her from. Francis says, don't people sort of wear jackets like shirts now, fashionably speaking? They don't take them off indoors, I mean. Yes.
That's up to fashionable people.
This is an acceptable thing to do, and Anna's wrong to call me out for.
Oh, sorry. Was I calling you out?
I don't know. Were you?
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Dark Hours posted something over on Animal Channel on Discord. Where did you put it?
I'm very excited. Oh, yes! Okay. Not the giraffe. Although that's great. This bats, they all like huddle in these leaves for protection. Whoa. And you can just find them in the forest. They're so freaking cute.
Those are interesting colored bats. I've never seen them white with yellow and green ears and noses.
Right? It's so cute. They're just designed. It's kind of crazy to think like just how far I get choked up when I think about this. How far nature can go with those character designs. It's just like, okay, go off. You're the best designer. It's so good. Also, I love this. No, you guys can't see my cursor. The third one down, if you're starting from the top, and it's got like the sideways face, you can see its nose straight on, and it's just like a little leaf shape.
Looks like a pig nose.
I love it. Cuties. Little cuties.
Wow. Thanks for sharing.
Bat appreciation for the day. Thank you so much, Joe.
Bats appreciation, right? Jake says, I'm going to have to head out, but have a wonderful evening/day, everyone.
Jake.
Bye, Jake.
Thanks
for stopping by.
Definitely. I hope everything is going super well. Whoop, whoop. I really actually like having a hot pink line on this guy. I was like, I don't know if this will work, but it's pretty cute. Also, I feel kind of inspired by there's, what do you call it? End credit. I really can't talk today. I'm so sorry. End credit sequence. Yeah, welcome. So the end credit sequence for Amphibia in the latest season has a very cute, like, remixed song of some of the lines that the characters say, and the animation during it is very poppy and, like, bubbly. All of the characters are like hopping around and dancing and stuff and doing cool things, but they're all outlined with very colorful lines instead of it being like black or a darker version of like hair or skin around the edge. It's all like purple or blue or something like that, and it just makes it feel so stylized and adorable. I really enjoy it.
How about the overall show? Pretty good?
Oh yeah, I enjoy that show quite a bit.
What's it about?
Well, it's about Amphibia. It is a girl who is magically teleported to the world of Amphibia, which is a world where frogs are sentient and, like, have communities and a world of their own, and it's kind of like fantasy themed Frogland. And then she just is trying to figure out like how to get home, what's going on, what is this place, and through that we get to learn about our cast of lovely characters who are all very lovable. And this is there's got to be like the same crew or creators from Gravity Falls, because it feels very akin, and then they have a crossover episode where there's some Gravity Falls-esque stuff that happens, and yeah, it's quite fun.
Awesome. We have a couple of other people joining the chat, Delante and Antonio.
Hey, Delante and Antonio! Welcome, welcome! We are drawing in fresco today. We're going to be animating this little mousy mouse at first, and then we're going to move on to something else.
Darko has found a couple more photos to put on the Discord.
Photos of what?
Bats, I think.
Bats. Battlestar Galactica. Oh my gosh. Look at the babies. The babies! They just stack up on each other. Do you think they're like huddling for warmth? They're just like, they look like little snowballs. Yeah, this could be a pygmy puff, absolutely. Oh, they're adorable. Ah, the bats. Thank you, Joe. Thank you for sharing.
I guess they're just called leaf bats.
They're leaf bats? Yeah. I have no idea. And Brian says, how are they not Pokemon yet? Agreed. This is like a shiny Golbat or something. What was it I learned about Golbat recently? There was something.
Charmaine in the chat saying, hello everyone, happy Thursday.
Hey Charmaine, what's up? Happy Thursday. Anybody got any plans? I know that tomorrow we're going to be doing movie night, which is going to be Spider-Man, because we found, in fact, that it is rentable for $6.
Not 20.
Don't have to buy it.
Right.
Just renting it. And I'm willing to pay $6. Especially because I feel like I keep on creeping closer and closer to spoilers. Like, there are just little bits that leak through every once in a while, and I'm like, oh, stop it!
Next month is the Doctor Strange movie, and I think this one's a precursor to it, so you gotta watch it.
Gotta.
This is Spider-Man Far From Home? No Way Home?
No Way Home, right? Home again. Thank God, I'm home again.
Home is where the heart is. Home, sweet home.
Sweet home. Home, sweet home, Alabama.
On the range. Spider-Man Home on the Range. We did this before.
Home Alone.
Spider-Man Home Alone. Oh, I love it. That classic, just like, but Spider-Man in his mask.
They should absolutely do a Christmas special that's just that. Like, it doesn't have
Macaulay
to be an entire
Culkin makes an
movie,
appearance.
just,
He's one of the robbers now.
gosh.
He's just aged up. He's like, I always wanted to become one of these when I was younger.
Yeah.
Thought it looked like fun.
Oh
He'd
my
probably
gosh.
be really good at it with all the inventive ways he tried to keep them out. I'm sure he could get really inventive on how to get in.
Exactly. You get it. I like this vision. I like it a lot. So let's make it happen.
Orin says, oh, enjoy movie night. And Kendall says, I think we're going to try to watch Encanto this weekend, but pending on if we actually attempt to get Disney+.
You haven't seen Encanto yet. You gotta see Encanto.
It's bonkers you haven't seen Encanto yet.
It's so good. It's too good. In fact, just stop. It's too good.
Have you seen Turning Red yet?
Probably not.
Kindle?
If she doesn't have, what'd you call it?
Disney Plus. Ooh, yeah. Hop on
now
that.
it's a ghost mouse. Ooh. Okay. What?
It's a ghost mouse.
Oh, it's a ghost mouse. Oh my gosh.
I think that's Sammy's username online. Little ghost mouse.
How perfect. Everybody could
Kendall
follow
says,
Sammy.
I need to watch Turning Red, Encanto, Soul. Yeah, there's lots of Disney movies.
What was that last one? Your mic cut out.
Soul.
Oh, no, is it?
Soul?
Yeah. Okay. So the last one you saw was Coco? I don't know.
Is this a Kindle question?
I guess. I am trying to like think back and how. Oh no, it was Onward. Right?
Well, the Pixar movie before Soul, or
Yeah.
yeah, I think it was Onward.
Haha. Brain
It's
working.
kind of a letdown for me.
Well, hey.
What? I'm not allowed to say. Francis says, Encanto is gorgeous. The little gestures by the characters, the smallest stuff, it's just mwah.
It is wonderful, and I believe I saw somebody got the Art of Encanto book, and it's well, we got access to it digitally earlier this year, but having it physically, oh, it looks so good, my goodness, and it's got little like tidbits about the story and like things that you don't get to see in the movie, so it's kind of fascinating.
Kendall says, I haven't watched that many Disney films in a long time. And Rin says, so many great movies to experience, Kendall. And Delante says, Turning Red was so funny. And Charmaine says, I haven't seen Encanto yet, but I've been singing We Don't Talk About Bruno because it's been playing on the radio nonstop. So catchy. And Delante goes on to say, Encanto, I haven't seen yet. And Kendall says, I haven't seen Onward either. And Francis says, Turning Red is great, the way they capture how a red panda puts its paw up when surprised. Love it. And Kendall says, I haven't seen anything since they started releasing them only on Disney Plus. Let's see. I saw Toy Story 4. Whoa, there's 4 Toy Stories?
Yeah, it's crazy.
I was never a huge fan of Toy Story. I saw the first one, and then I saw 2. Thought a lot about it. And then I was kind of like,
Did you see them as kids? Like, as a kid?
Must have.
Just didn't make an impression?
Guess not as much as other people. I know people go bonkers. I know a
the
lot of
thing.
people liked Toy Story 3 a lot.
Definitely, Toy Story 3 was kind of a landmark. I love Toy Story 2. That was the one that I think I saw first before Toy Story 1. And that's the one where there's Woody's roundup and the rest of the cast kind of comes in. And it's got that great scene where, what's her name? The cowgirl? Jessie, her whole origin story. And it was just like really impactful to me. And then when I saw the first one after that, I was just kind of like, it's not as, I don't know, emotionally driven in the way that I want it to be. Well, yeah, it was, I guess, like, the emotion that they explore in that one is Woody's feelings of, like, being replaced / like, getting over that feeling and all that stuff. And it just kind of, I don't know, it didn't hit me as, you know how when we watch movies, maybe certain ones are like, you can appreciate that they're a masterpiece in their own right, or like they're okay or whatever, but certain ones just hit your heart where it's like very personal to you, and it feels like,
right.
I like this one because I'm me, and it's like we just match. And so for Toy Story 2, I just felt like I matched much better. Like, I could recognize that Toy Story 1 was groundbreaking in a lot of ways and why people love it, but Toy Story 2 was just mine, where I was like, yes, this one's for me.
Maybe I should go back and watch it. I think I only saw it like the one time when I was younger.
Oh, you know the scene that you have to watch from it, if not the whole film?
The origin story of Jessie.
No. Although that's worth it. The best scene in the movie is
the prospector at the airport.
I mean, that's a fun scene.
Fragments of this movie are coming back to me.
I like that that's what comes back. No, it's when Woody gets a little damaged and then the person comes in to fix him up.
Yeah, I remember that guy too.
The most satisfying
it's in a dark room.
Sequence.
Who voices that guy? I feel like it was
I don't know.
A familiar voice.
But he is the same character from the short where the guy plays chess against himself. That's the same character.
Really? Is that Gerald's game?
I don't
Jerry's
remember
game,
the name
Gerald's
of it.
game, something like that.
Jerry. Sounds good. Geriatric Jerry.
Perfect.
Be an old guy.
Dark Hours is going to go out on a walk with their dog. Be right back.
Fun. Enjoy yourself.
Francis says, surface pressure from Encanto is on a loop in my head. With this conversation, there it goes again.
Whoa. Oh, it's so good.
That was, I think, my first favorite song from Encanto was Surface Pressure, the one that I related to and enjoyed the most. And then I think it was We Don't Talk About Bruno, because it's such like an all-star cast, everybody singing in it.
For sure.
And then rewatching the movie again, I really liked what is that Flower Sisters song called?
What else can I do? or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
What else can I do?
Bring it in, bring it in.
Bring it in, bring it in. uh, oh, the higher, something like that? Higher, I don't know. By the way, I messed up.
Time to watch it again.
Yeah, obviously.
Oh, you messed up?
Yeah, I am trying to merge these two, and I'm within the animation, so they're not quite treated as layers. So I think what I need to do is copy frame, and then, copying frame, and then paste layer. Yeah, okay. And then I can bring this into the animation, I believe. So it's just a little bit of a workaround. Copying this one, and then pasting over here. Paste. I should, when I do this, there are two ways I could have gone about this. Either I think I'll go forward just painting it on one layer, because I'm not being super precious with this, and I don't need to be like, oh, just in case I mess up the lines. But the other way to do it would be make a animation layer out of all of the colors underneath, and then make another layer out of just the lines over top, and then have them match in the number of frames, and it would be perfect. But I don't really care about keeping them separate, so I'm just gonna squanch it all down, you know?
Squanch.
Squanch?
Rin clarifies that it's Jerry's Game. It's a Pixar short, and posted a link to a YouTube video of it. And it's Jerry, Geri. Jerry.
Okay.
And then Francis says, Gerald's Game is something else entirely. And then I Googled it, and apparently it's a horror thriller movie.
Very different.
American psychological horror thriller.
All right.
That came out in 2017.
Nice. Wait, how do you... Let's see. Paste?
Kendall says the director of Bao is also the same as Turning Red.
Indeed.
Oh, that's
yeah,
awesome.
There's a whole making of Turning Red kind of interviews with a lot of the creators, and it is very worth watching. I love that behind the scenes.
Was there a short in front of Turning Red that I'm misremembering or not recalling?
I don't recall one.
Me either. That's weird, right? Did Luca have one either?
No. Is it weird?
Yeah, usually Pixar movies have shorts.
Ah, it's the same frame!
Ding, 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 ding. Look at it bounce back and forth.
Exactly.
It's animated.
Wait, is it this one? Sorry, I'm messing myself up, so don't do what I do. Do as I say, not as I do. There we go. Now there's a slight difference.
Look at him jitter.
Oh, look at the little jitterbug.
It's cold outside.
Maybe it's cold outside. Oh, now you can see it more. There we go.
Everyone says, I loved the documentary with the creators of Turning Red, and Kendall says the short that always gets me is the cloud one. It's the cloud one.
The cloud one.
And Francis says that docu was great, Rin. The documentary about or with the creators of Turning Red.
Definitely. The cloud one, I think, was... Is it the one where it's making things, like animals and stuff? Do you remember that?
That sounds... No, I don't remember it, but Kendall said it's where the stork is bringing all the fun, spicy animals instead of the fluffy, cute ones around.
Exactly. Oh, that was it. The clouds deliver what the... Right? Is that what it is? Something like that.
Storks are involved somehow.
Yeah, it's basically like creating baby animals, and then that was a good description. All the spiky and dangerous ones go to this one cloud. It's good stuff.
Do you have a link to that one, Kendall? I want to check that out. I don't remember. What was that in front of? Do you remember the movie it was ahead of?
No.
Or was it just a Pixar short? Yeah, Jerry's Game was in front of A Bug's Life, right?
You're
Got
asking
one.
the wrong person, man. I will always say you know better than I do. But yeah, that's cool if you can remember that much of life.
It's like a matching pairs one. The Pixar movies on one list and the shorts that associated with them on the other. Ashley over on YouTube saying hi.
Hey, is that Ashley von Borstel? Hello.
Sure
welcome.
is.
That's my friend Ashley. Everybody say hi. Hi.
Hi.
We're making a little mouse that's peeking over a flower today. Thank you so much for joining us.
Brian says, "Wow, Bug's Life. That was a childhood ago. It sure
A
was."
childhood ago. Do you measure things in childhoods? Just like,
Is that
whoa.
how many years is a childhood? 12?
Oh, I don't want to say. That's so sad to be like, your childhood ends at a certain age.
When you're
I guess
13.
adolescence starts at a certain point, and can we all agree adolescence is the worst part of a human life? Like, dang. Given, like, that everything else is, like, nullified, some people go through really trying times at different points in their lives, obviously. I'm just saying, if you had a blank life, completely devoid of occurrences, and you were just living as, like, child, adolescence, teenage, adult, I think adolescence is worst. It's so difficult. There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on, but there's more bills and responsibilities now, and not just enjoy whatever you want to do during a summer vacation.
However, Anthony, okay, so James and I talk about this all the time. If you are if you're driving a car, like an independent adult behind,
Not a child, okay, yeah.
a bus full of kids, and you look at them and you're like, would I go back to being on that bus again?
I know how much you hated buses, though, so you're by it.
You know, it was funny. I think it was maybe last week tonight with John Oliver or something like that. But there was some comedy show that said, wear your seatbelt. The only place that we've all agreed that you don't wear a seatbelt is where we have all of our children together.
I know, yeah, that's funny.
Like,
It's because those seats are so close together. Even if you did go forward, you would be stopped really quick. Your knees might be busted, though. The stupid seats.
I knew
they were
kids who
uncomfortable.
basically...
Buses are a bad example. That's not the pinnacle of childhood.
My adolescence was a lot of buses, okay?
Didn't you skip the bus ride a lot and make your dad take you to school?
No, that was high school and beyond. But actually,
and beyond.
we lived close enough to our middle school that I could walk, which is...
Oh, that's true.
Actually, I didn't do a ton of busing, but it was just like, I don't like that time of life. I don't like it. We also
what
had
about that story?
Bob,
you missed it.
That was high school.
What about that,
Anthony?
Jim?
Being forced to run the mile because the teachers were too lazy to come up with a fun game. Having my first asthma attack on that roundabout.
That was middle school.
Yeah, that's adolescence. Middle school.
We were just talking about high school.
Yeah, that's why I was saying that's high school, Anthony. You're talking about the wrong period of time.
Dang it. I got myself. Andrew in the chat saying, that is so creative. The mouse illustration, pretty cute, right?
Oh, it's going to be cuter when it's all moving and stuff.
What was the plan for its movement?
I think I'm just going to make this guy kind of stagnant, but like the multiple drawings will make him look like he's, you know, chilling. But we could have him looking at something that's moving. Maybe a little bee that's like down here.
Rin suggesting maybe a wiggly tail.
A wiggly tail? That's pretty cute, Rin. That's adorable.
And then maybe you could make him blink. Blink.
Yeah, oh, that was the other thing.
An easy one.
Yeah. Let's start the blink. We'll just go like a little bit lower. Closed-ish.
Thanks for the link to Partly Cloudy, Kendall.
Yes. Oh, do you have a Pixar short that you can think of that was like your fave? Whoa.
I remember watching Jerry's Game a lot because I was kind of tripped up by it. Like, wait, is he playing against someone else?
This is the first psychological thriller that Anthony was
I know, it's like the precursor to Inception.
Oh my god. I like that a lot.
There are a lot of good ones. Piper, I think I bought that one.
Yeah, Piper is so good. I love Piper. That
one was a cute one. La Luna, another really good one.
That one like bypasses a lot of other Pixar shorts for me in terms of quality. Like it feels almost like a spiritual precursor to Luca, where it's like that style
it's so
almost.
Cute. Yeah.
It's adorable.
It's so cute. I love it. I love how the stars sound.
Yes,
like
when they cling together. Oh
so satisfying.
Yes.
Ashley saying, "I lava you." That's a good one too.
Lava. I remember when that happened. When that came out, a lot of people would like sing the lava song, and it made me almost cry every time. Like there were a bunch of people where I was like, oh, I sing it with a little ukulele or like an acoustic guitar. I was like, it's so good.
Kendall says the first Pixar short is fun to watch just to see how far they've come. Was that Luxar Jr.?
I know that one of the first one was the bird on the.
Oh yeah, the bird.
Yeah,
I love that one.
I love the sound of it, like its voice, where it's like.
All the other birds are so judgy.
They feel almost like picture books, but of the animated universe. It's just like a short little idea, but they can be really impactful or they can be really silly, and I like that. They can also be both.
What's your favorite Pixar movie that's come out so far?
I mean, Luca is one of my favorites for sure.
Yeah, that was a really good one.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of my bias just because it's recent. I've also grown to love Encanto a lot more. I feel like having that experience of like watching it with you and Corinne and re-listening to the songs and stuff and hearing so many I on YouTube I love video essays, and that's brought me into the world of like theories of stuff that's going on in animated movies or like Easter eggs and stuff like that. And so hearing a bunch of different theories about the characters and what's going on, and it being backed up by little individual tidbits in the movies, like Dolores clapping with her fingers in the crowded room. That kind of stuff just makes me appreciate it so much more, because I feel like on first watch, it's a lot to take in. But then once you're into it, you're like, oh yeah, I know the whole family. I know all their traits and what they're like and what they do.
Yeah. That one's actually Disney Animation Studios. So
My bad. I get it all mixed up because it's
I mean,
mixed up.
Disney Animation Studios really stepped up their game. It's like we're getting twice the amount of Pixar than we were before. But Turning Red is the most recent Pixar one.
Okay, so
and before
Turning
that was
Red,
Luca.
Luca, Soul, Onward.
Yeah.
Out of those recent ones, definitely Lucas stands out to me.
I know. I love that one so much. And if you guys have the chance to check out the mini documentary after watching Luca, you definitely should. It's about 12 minutes long, and it's just the creative team that went over to the area that they got a lot of inspiration from, and going to the villages and sketching the houses and like people watching. It's very sweet little documentary.
So cute. I love all the behind the scenes. That's another thing that I really appreciate about what Disney and Pixar both do, is like they show that the care that's put into the productions is also cared for. And I love that there's like no wasted, oh, we could have filmed this or whatever. They know what they're making is important.
Rin posted a list of Pixar shorts in the chat if anybody wants to check that out. And Kendall says, oh, apparently there's one before the one I was thinking of for the first Pixar short. So I guess the second short, the one with the bee, is the first one. It's called The Adventures of Andre and Wally B from 1984, the first Pixar short. And then Luxo Jr. was 1986. Jerry's Game was 1997, and that was In Front of a Bug's Life.
And that was formative for you? Did you feel like A Bug's Life was a really important one?
Yeah, I bought like toy sets for Bug's Life and stuff.
Oh my gosh, toy sets? What kind of toys did they have?
Bugs.
Bug toys. That's the kind we like.
Isn't that fun? I think there were like circusy type of things where you could like shoot out some of the bugs, because there's a part in the movie where there's like that traveling circus people.
Yeah, the flea circus.
Yeah.
So good.
Kendall says, I love watching the one with the toy trying to cheer up the baby and then becoming a snow globe. And then Brian says, that baby was the stuff of nightmares.
Is this like the really old baby animation?
It was like from the late 80s, I think. Yeah.
Yikes. Yeah, scary stuff. What about the
Francis
Little Toy Soldier?
Up is one of my... The Little Toy Soldier.
Yeah, that was one of the early ones. Sorry, I interrupted you. Go on.
There's one called Tin Toy. Is that it?
I think so.
Knick-Knack? Tin Toy?
Knick-Knack?
Tin Toy is a 1988 American computer animated short film produced by Pixar and directed by John Lasseter. The short film, which runs 5 minutes, stars Tinny, a tin one-man band toy, attempting to escape from Billy, an infant. The third short film produced by the companies, and then it fades away. Is that the one you're thinking of?
I believe so. I think you nailed it.
But that was more like a one-man band. The Tin Soldier is like a whole story.
I think I've seen them both, so they're probably just melding together in my mind.
There is another short. Oh yeah, here, 2005, In Front of Cars, one-man band.
Oh, I think I remember that one. That one was kind of weird. I don't like that one. That one, and there was like a bunny one where it was like
Bound.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that. Boundin'.
What was that most recent bunny one that we both absolutely...
Burrow? You're talking about that, right?
Burrow
is
yeah.
So good.
Loved Burrow.
Yeah, we should watch Burrow again. Oh, by the way, Ashley says, I feel like Ratatouille is fitting here. Love that one. Oh, Ratatouille, so good.
Yeah. And Francis says, Up is one of my favorites for Doug in the first 10 minutes of the film.
Oh,
and then,
my
a
gosh,
tissue
yes.
and crying. Yeah, the first 10 minutes, like, emotional overload.
It is emotional overload, and it's also so earned. Like, I still feel like that is a peak of introducing characters for any format. They should always look at that movie and just be like, so succinctly, you feel for these characters immediately. And then for the rest of the movie, there's a character off screen that you love, and she just, you know, she's there but isn't there. It's amazing. Up is so good.
Francis says, Doug has a cute series of shorts on Disney Plus as well. Cute.
So cute.
Like how you spell everything, Francis.
Yeah, I need to look into that because I do love a good Doug. I don't want them to go too overboard with it, but I can imagine them doing well with it. So I don't think the
Scrap or Scritch. What was that squirrel's name? So close.
Scrap. You know that one. Scrappy little script. Yeah, I feel like sometimes the joke is overdone, but then I also feel very strongly that the people who are producing like smaller shorts and TV of these spin-offs don't get enough credit. A lot of times those series are really well done, but they don't get as much attention because they're not the movie or whatever. I think a good example that I haven't seen personally because I haven't had time to watch every little thing because there's so much content, but it was the Rapunzel show. I've heard so many good things about that. So
oh yeah, Sammy's watched that like multiple times. She really likes it.
Exactly, and it's not a movie, it's a show, but because it comes after the movie, I think a lot of people forget about it.
Francis says, I owned a Francis toy, of course. Francis was the ladybug from A Bug's Life. Tara's in the chat saying, this looks cute.
Thank you, Tara. Look at our little scrappy mouse.
Yeah. Alessandra's just joining, asking, what are you doing today, Anna? Just finished dinner. And we also have Tyler joining in the chat as well, and a couple of other people. So if you want to maybe reintroduce what the stream's about today.
Let's reintroduce what the stream is about today. So today we are using some photos that I've taken and animating little characters or things in them. And so far what we've done is added a little mouse that's blinking on the edge of this cherry blossom. And we were thinking about adding a tail that's like wiggling off the side of it probably because Rin had a really great idea, and I think that we should live our best life and make that idea come to fruition.
It's already so cute.
This little mouse just popping up saying hi. But yeah, this is in Adobe Fresco. We're using the desktop version of it today, and there's this little tool down in the bottom right hand corner that has 3 dots, and it's the animation tool. So anybody can use this who has Fresco. And Fresco,
glad you said free. Bottom right hand corner, because there's another little tool in the bottom left hand corner.
I'm confused.
That's okay.
Are you making a joke? Are you being a funny?
No, obviously.
Oh, it's you! You're in the bottom left-hand corner. I was literally like, the touch-sensitive thing? No.
Okay, yeah, also relevant.
You're so funny.
I miss straight green.
Too bad, Jake's not coming back!
No.
All you have is me now.
About 9 minutes till monkey paws.
Oh, dear Lord. Okay, so
Kendall
let's
asks,
plan a tale.
pause today?
Monkey paws. Ooh, ooh, ah, ah. 9 minutes. Okay. 8 minutes, 7 minutes, 6 minutes, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Sort of like a mouse.
It comes from somewhere. All right, what do you think placement-wise for tail?
To the left is good. That's cute too.
I'm thinking like coming out from behind that and then being in here, but I'm not sure what motion I want it to have. Got anything?
Thumping.
Like a dog's tail? Like it's just wagging so hard that it's like...
No, like a dragon getting angry and like just slamming it down.
Boom!
Just like a petal falls off.
Yeah,
that's cute. You could do that.
Either or.
Would that be quote unquote easy to do with Fresco? Because it has the ability to take a brush stroke and multiply it in an animated way. I feel like I've seen you do that before.
You're talking about the pathing, yeah?
Paths, yeah, I think so. Where if you put like a yellow dot, you could make it multiply and then spread out like pollen floofing out. Pretty easily.
Potentially, yes.
Cool. Just checking. I haven't seen these movies, but Tyler is asking, did you dudes enjoy Lego Movie or Lego Batman more?
So we recently rewatched them. Well, Lego Batman for the first time, and I think that I enjoy the Lego Movie more, just because it's got more of a breadth of a story that it's telling. But I feel like Lego Batman was a pretty good follow-up of like just expanding a little bit and being a little more small of a story to tell. I kind of like that. James also has this feeling that he was expressing while we watched it, that he isn't as big of a fan of the ending of the Lego Movie as the rest of it. I feel like it's fine, but I would be curious what you guys think, without spoilers of what the ending is, because it's kind of big.
Did you see the second one, or is the second one the Batman one? I thought I saw something that there was a Lego Movie too.
I know. James, I think, was just looking at whatever it's on and said, there's a second Lego Movie? So I don't think I've seen that.
Oh, so the Batman is kind of a spin-off.
Yeah, I suppose. But I think it came before the second one. I think. But clearly I'm not the expert on this, so.
Mm-hmm. Francis says, I was taken completely off guard by how bonkers the Lego Movie was. Hilarious.
I think it was extremely unique when it first came out, and it felt like a nice breath of fresh air for especially Legos, because you're like, is this going to be like an emoji movie? Like, stupid. Sorry, emoji movie, but like, is it just going to be filled with like topical blah blah blahs, or is it going to be actually a story and like well done? And it was well done, I would say. Personally, I really enjoyed it.
Nice. I remember, maybe I did see the Lego Movie. I don't remember much of it, but I remember the animation was fun. How it was like, what do you call it? On twos or something?
Yeah, it's almost stop motion-y, but it's like if it were actual Lego stop motioned.
Yeah.
There are also really fun moments in the Lego Batman movie where they take advantage of that and make it... They have very funny physical acting of the Legos. So I love when they take advantage of the medium.
Have you ever played any of the Lego video games? Also, Rin has to head out early today. I hope you have a lovely stream. I'll catch the rest of the stream in replay land. Best wishes for... Bye, Rin.
Thank you, Rin. See you later.
I wonder if they took any inspiration from the video games for like the comedic timing or like the cinematic way that they do things in the Lego Movie. Because there's loads of Lego video games, I feel like, for Star Wars and Harry Potter. And...
Didn't we play like a demo of a Star Wars one where there was like a elephant faced character?
Whoa.
Do you remember that?
Darth Vader?
You know how Darth Vader's a lot like an elephant?
He's got that trunk coming out of his mask.
Well, okay, yeah. It was basically a mashup of the two, where it's kind of like a gas mask, but with an elephant front. Do you guys know what I'm talking about character-wise? Anyways, we played a demo of that, I believe. Charmaine says, first try, after like a million batarang throws.
I remember that from the trailer, I think.
That's so funny because I just watched a little analysis of Morbius, which I have not seen, but I've watched a lot of analyses of because I don't know that it's worth watching. Sorry. But it
And I wasn't allowed to say I didn't like Onward.
Hey! Well, I know people who worked on Onward and I feel bad. But
People also worked on the movies that you don't like or think are worth watching. I'm not saying that Onward didn't have redeeming qualities. It looked beautiful. I love Julia Louis-Dreyfus. The story was kind of a letdown.
Anyways, so what were we talking about? The analysis of Morbius. They were like, I once was in a film class where the teacher said that people make movies to make trailers. And it was just like the kind of cynical approach of like, they're just trying to find cool scenes to put together to make people buy the movie, you know, get the butts in the seats, and they don't care about anything else. And they said they felt like that was appropriate for this movie. That was Morbius, not Lego. And now I'm just kind of like thinking like that. Like, if you were to make a trailer instead of a movie, what would you make? And then just kind of building out from there. Like,
that is a good question. You have 2 minutes to make this really appealing, and then make a 2-hour movie.
Yeah, expand upon that. And then.
The trailer's your elevator pitch.
Yeah, exactly.
Tyler says the Lego movie got robbed at the 2015 Oscars and wasn't even nominated for Best Animated Pig. What won at the 2015 Oscars for animation? I don't remember. Kendall says the Emoji Movie tried too hard, so I didn't watch it. The Lego Movie was Chef's Kiss. Francis says I watched the Angry Birds movie and I don't know why, but it wasn't made for me. I must keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm. That's always a good caveat for adults to remember. Like, it's not made for you. But we can also say whether we enjoyed it or not. That's totally fine. It's just don't demand that it be different, because maybe kids love it.
Tyler loved Onward. I'm glad you did.
Okay. Onward made me cry, so I feel like that is something good for it, for sure. I do think that it's very individual who really like glommed onto it and who didn't. But I think it's not near what I think is an abject failure, which is The Good Dinosaur.
Good Dinosaur, yeah. Whoops.
I'm sorry to everyone who worked on that, because technically it's beautiful. Story writers, what?
It was weird.
What? I have to talk to you, because I felt like it reached back into a scar of mine, which was the show Dinosaurs, which was also, it tapped into this weird, scary part of dinosaurs that I really didn't like. So I don't know how you did that. This very, like, small part of my childhood was just reopened by your horrific movie. Ow! Anybody else watch Dinosaurs as a kid?
I did. I liked it.
Oh gosh, no.
I just like dinosaurs.
No, I love dinosaurs. I love them. Jurassic Park all day long. And Jurassic Park, but like just hanging with the herbivores. I'm down with. Like, I want that. I should watch Dinotopia because I hear that's like.
I remember liking it because it was dinosaurs. I remember watching it short recently, and it's scary and bad. It's
scary and bad. It's seriously scary and bad. And like, not to a funny point where I'm like, oh, it's so scary for a kid. I'm like, I'm still scared of it. It's got some kind of undertone that is deeply unsettling.
It is unsettling. It's very dark and grungy and conservative.
Conservative? Really? Is Roseanne writing it? What's going on?
I felt like, this is Roseanne with dinosaurs when watching it recently. That's John Goodman. That's Roseanne Barr. This is their family. The baby.
The baby.
Yikes.
That baby scared me a lot. But yeah, anyways, I wouldn't recommend showing dinosaurs to your kid. The movie Dinosaur. Let's talk about dinosaurs in media. What kind of rap are we giving dinosaurs? Because they can't say their own stories. There is no own voices for dinosaurs. They're not here, unfortunately. So what we do for them is all they got.
We want it to be.
Yeah, and I feel like there's been gross misrepresentation.
What about We're Back? Ways. I haven't seen that in a while, but I remember that was also dinosaurs and scary, disturbing.
Yeah. I think that was probably in the trailer. Traumatizing, disturbing.
Traumatizing, rated T for traumatizing.
Because seriously, like, who was that for? Not me, but I don't know.
Remember, I'll have to watch it again to punish myself. Francis says probably Inside Out for the 2015 animation at the Oscars.
Yeah, I could say
like
that.
it would be right.
Or see that.
Char says I haven't seen Onward, and Anthony Jackson says the Oscars just disrespected animation in general. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff going on recently with that, and also just in general. Francis says Onward had dad stuff in it, so I got weepy.
Yeah.
All right, I'll watch it again after I have a child.
Sounds great. Finally, the baby's been born. All right, we're gonna watch Onward.
Yeah.
You're just weeping openly.
But it's just me as a pair of legs, so I can't cry.
How do legs cry? Show me.
They sweat. Just a lot of foot stank.
Sorry, son. My legs sweat. My legs sweat. Oh, sorry, go on.
Delonte says, I went to see Onward in 3D at the theater. Epic.
Ooh, 3D. Ooh. I didn't even know it was 3D. Like, as an option.
Oh, I don't know if I remember that either. Ashley over on YouTube saying, talking about shorts, I thought the Love, Sex, and Robots shorts were very interesting. I found the Farming Mechs the best one, and the one eating beasts was great. And then also, heck yes to dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are great.
Yes. Everybody should love dinosaurs, and if you don't, it's probably because they were misrepresented in media. But I have not seen Love, Sex, and Robots. That was a series of shorts that were made by different artists on Netflix, I want to say.
That sounds right.
Yeah, and I have mixed feelings because I think that some of them might be my vibe, but then others are definitely not, from what I've heard. Because they get really, like, hardcore in some of them, and I can't handle a lot of that. I'm a softie, you know? Like, I want to watch Ghibli movies more than I want to watch, like, I don't know. What's a hardcore movie? Seven. The Hills Have Eyes.
Jim Carrey?
No thanks.
Whoa.
Liar, liar, too intense. Wait, what are you talking about? Seven is
Who
the
was
movie
in
with
Seven?
Morgan Freeman and Brad Pitt.
Okay. I don't know why, but isn't Jim Carrey in like one serious movie where he tried something other than a comedy?
He's in several serious movies, I believe.
He is? Oh.
I mean, like,
I watched
Eternal
one with him
Sunshine of the
last
Spotless
night,
Mind,
but it wasn't serious.
what was it?
Earth Girls Are Easy.
Oh, that must be an old one.
It was with Gina Davis, Jim Carrey, Jeff Goldblum, and I don't know, the yellow one.
I know why you watched it.
Gina Davis.
It's all about the Gina Davis.
Well, Ashley brought it up because I was like, hey, I heard about Cutthroat Island and it has Gina Davis. And she's like, oh, speaking of Gina Davis, this movie. And I was like, well, we watched it. Anyway, Cutthroat Island, though.
So it wasn't good enough to write home about?
No. I actually liked it because it was so bad.
Yeah.
It's just one of those movies that this is so bad. It's good.
Well,
but
and it's got
I'm
Jeff
only
Goldblum,
half on
right?
board with that.
Trash films, yeah.
Yeah, like I have to be in the right mood for being like in the mood to watch a movie like that.
Yeah.
If I could talk through the whole thing and just trash talk it, Mystery Theater 3000 style, that's more my jam, but
Not gonna do
I
that
can't
on a
sit
first
through
watch.
one of those and just be like, yeah, I'm taking this seriously and this is good. I just have to make fun of it the whole time. We're a little past monkey paws time, but should I catch up on chat before we do it, or just jump into monkey paws?
No, let's do a chat catch up.
Okay. Tara says, but I'll happily rewatch Turning Red anytime. Four Townies, Ride or Die. And Delonte says, The Land Before Time. And Francis says, Primal. Gindi is the scary part of dinosaurs, of any dinosaurs thing. And then Brian asks, have you read the book? I'm not sure what about. Francis says, I did watch Dinosaurs. It was clunky and weird and not really funny. I feel like I need to see the finale.
Jurassic Park, maybe?
Oh, the book was great. I loved it.
We've
read the
it
sequel
several times, yeah.
Yeah. Bliss has to go. Bye, Bliss.
Bye, Bliss. Have a good night.
Hassan in the chat saying hello.
Hey, Hassan.
And then Brian says, "Did you guys see Jack Black's global warming commercial where he plays a velociraptor? I haven't seen that."
No, I have not seen that.
Kendall says, "No, but I have a video of my cat watching the Olympics Jurassic World commercial up close." Brian says, "Even better." Can't post it to Discord though because it's too long for the file limit. Maybe you could upload it to Instagram and link to it from there or something. Kendall says, "I only watched the first couple." This is to Delante about something else. I'm going to keep going just to catch up. Beep, beep, beep. Alessandra did Monkey Paws already. We're right there. We're almost there. Delante says Jim Carrey did a serious movie, I believe. Francis says Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind, Jim Carrey. The Truman Show was Jim Carrey. That's true.
Oh, yeah.
Truman Show messed me up, I feel like. I was like, oh, cameras everywhere. Ooh. So self-conscious afterwards. Yeah. Still am sometimes.
What are you talking about with this brand new Burt's Bees chapstick that's on sale at
Don't you
Macy's?
dare. Don't you dare. I'm going to go sail into a wall. That's my threat to you.
Pomegranate. It smells so good.
Yeah, we read the book for Jurassic Park. Clarified later on. Tara says, while we wait for Monkey Paws, let's all give the stream a like, thumbs up. Yeah, stretch those thumbs all the way over to the thumbs up button.
Up and away, baby.
Kendall says Chip Kid made the logo for Jurassic Park. Chip Kid. That's a fun name. For the book cover, then it got turned into a movie. Cool, we're all caught up. Monkey Paws. Wait, Brian says, well, that was probably one of those holy crap career moments. And then Ricardo says, hi, people. Hi, Ricardo, we're doing Monkey Paws now. Stop talking.
Whoa, you can't tell people to stop talking. Hey, everybody, talk all at once. Say whatever you want in the chat. Be like,
delete,
whoa,
delete.
Anthony, hey, monkey, pause. Okay. So if you are new here, Monkey Paws is a segment where we stretch our hands because we are using them all the time and we want to take care of them, prevent any kind of bad stuff in the future. So what we're going to do, if you want to follow along, is put our arms straight out in front of ourselves, fingers to the sky, palms away from us, and then we curl our fingers into what we call a monkey paw. Ooh, ooh, ah, ah.
Ooh, ooh, ah, ah.
Great job. I'm blocking my light.
Curl.
And then second pose, we put our fingers to the ground, palms towards ourselves, and then curl them in. Ooh, ooh, ah, ah.
Ricardo's new here. Welcome. And join us for monkey little hand stretch.
Yeah,
but if
sorry,
it hurts,
Ricardo,
stop immediately.
that Anthony said stop talking. That was not for you. That was just,
just everyone else.
Ricardo's
here. Let him speak. Let him speak. Ricardo has the floor.
Third pose, we flip our palms out, fingers to the ground, and then curl them in. Ooh, ooh, ah, ah.
Ooh, ooh, ah, ah.
Great job. And then fourth pose, we put our fingers to the sky, palms towards ourselves, and curl them in. Ooh, ooh, ah, ah.
Ooh, ooh, ah, ah.
Great job. And we repeat these poses, holding for about a second each, around 10 times, so that we get a nice stretch in our wrists. If you feel any pain whatsoever, just remember to stop and ice your arms so that you don't cause any injury. That is not what we're about. And do whatever else you can to take care of your body in this moment. Maybe close your eyes to take a break from the screens. Maybe drink some water so that you can get nice hydration throughout the hours of work and toil. The endless drudge of life and capitalism. Wow. So, stay hydrated. It's good for your skin.
Do you have a sponsor for water bottles now?
Water. It's what's for dinner.
No. And childhood was worse than this?
Adolescence, Anthony. It's a very specific part. It's puberty, when you're going through all that. Turning Red brought up a lot of that kind of memory of like how, at least at my school, we were separated into the boys and girls, and they told us about our changing bodies. I remember almost -1 of the information they told me. But I do like that the one thing they gave us was everybody got a packet of a book that said, like, your changing body, deodorant, and I think pads for the girls at least. I wonder what the boys got.
What smell was the deodorant?
I think...
I got nothing.
It was probably just like one of those little samples of like something generic, but I do remember very specifically my first full-size bar because it...
That's how long it was? Great. What are you talking about?
Okay, so
deodorant.
I was not a very aware child. I was never really self-aware, and that's one of the hard parts of adolescence is becoming like very aware of yourself and your body and how it's changing and all that crap. Anyway, so I was in the car with my dad. He was driving, and he's like we gotta go to the store. So he pulls into the store. He goes in, leaves me in the car for like 5 minutes, comes back, gives me the bag. It's got one stick of Teen Spirit, which is like the most strong scent for like, you know, young girls or whatever. It had flowers all over it, pink cap. And he said, "You need this. You stink." And I was like, oh my gosh, Dad. You could have said it in a nicer way.
He would never.
No, he can't say it in a nicer way. But I very, it's stuck into my head as like, oh, this is the moment when I needed to start wearing deodorant. Because, man, I was a stinky little kid.
He probably said the same thing. He's like, oh, this is the moment. This is sticking in my head. She needs to wear deodorant.
It's so funny because he was definitely the kind of like ask your mother kind of parenting about like changing body stuff. And so it was funny that he was forced to deal with it in that moment. He's like, no, you need this, and I'm going to be the one who changes.
If you're going to keep skipping the bus rides and making me drive you to school, you have to wear deodorant. Those are the rules.
I love it so much. Anyways, everybody else, you got to give me an embarrassing story from your adolescence because I just gave you one of mine. This is transactional. We need to do it.
There was one time in the student store that I guessed that Ashley was wearing 2 different types of deodorant, and I guessed which they were correctly. And we were all shocked.
Wait, what were they? Do you remember?
Teen Spirit was definitely one of them.
Oh, heck yeah.
And then
Classic.
I forget what the other one was, but it was probably like
Dove.
a guess of Dove or something. And she's like, yes.
Did she tell you why? Like,
why she was wearing 2?
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
We
had a lot of weird interactions at the student store.
Oh, do you remember when... Wait, was it you who stepped in poop on the way to school and then tracked it all the way around the student store?
I'm going to say it was Ashley.
I can't remember which one of you it was, but I remember it being a pretty bad day.
Ashley.
It was so... It upset everyone. Nobody had a good day that day.
Ashley's a close friend to us.
Oh, we love Ashley. We all worked at the same student store. Anyways, what I should say is after our stretches with our hands, we gently shake them out to loosen them back up. We do a few shoulder stretches to loosen those up. And then we do some neck stretches. So put your ear as high as you can on one side. Reach for the sky. And then flop on over to the other side.
A Toy Story reference.
There's a snake in my boot.
The other one. Reach for the sky. I wasn't asking for a Toy Story reference.
Prospector.
Toy Story 2.
Then we look as far as we can to the side. And then to the other side. Good job. Can you quote anything from Toy Story 3? Or 4?
I haven't seen it, so probably Woody and Woody.
Woody
probably happened.
Woody. Woody.
He's in all of them, right?
So you don't know about Sporky?
Oh, gross. Maybe that's why I didn't watch it. I remember that.
Wow, the judgment is harsh today.
Yeah.
Oh, gross.
Stupid. Hated it. Ashley smells. You smell. That Spork smells.
Everything smells. This is bad. All right. This has been Monkey Paws. Ooh, take care of yourself. Okay. Let's go back. We see our little mousy mouse. All right. So for this one, what are you thinking? Good thoughts. Good thoughts.
Me?
Yeah, Anthony. You.
Oh.
How do you feel?
I like his head and ears. I don't know if I'm sold on the tail, but it's fine because you've got some other photos. Maybe we just move on.
What do you not like about the tail? I could change it in 2 seconds.
I don't know. It looks like a worm.
Is it too fat?
I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe people in chat will have more ideas for what they're feeling. And
hey,
if it's
chat,
just me,
pick it up.
then forget about it.
Forget about it.
Let's watch The Godfather.
Right now. Let's do
I've
it.
never seen it. Oh, Alessandra says, I am with Anthony with that, with the tail. Something about it.
Oh my gosh. Does it work? Me neither, Anthony.
Tara says, me neither, Anthony. About The Godfather?
Everybody hates the tail.
I think that was about The Godfather. Right?
Nope, it's just a tail hate train.
Oh, Tara says, yep. But since Anna and I both asked,
Yep.
it wasn't about the tail or it wasn't about Godfather, I guess. Oh, Tara
Oh,
clarifies, I
gosh.
haven't watched The Godfather.
Okay, there we
Sorry,
go.
we
There we
really ask a lot about out of our chatters.
go. Hey, chatters, once more, we must ask you a deep, deep question.
Kendall says about the mouse tail ring sections, perhaps, or shading, maybe?
Oh, not rings. That'll make it much more worm-like. There could be like a shadow on the petal. That could be possible. Petal possible shadow? Possible?
Mm-hmm.
But we can come back to it. I'm gonna edit this photo real quick just because I feel like it's
Are you
not
gonna
doing
animate the moon?
justice.
Like
I was thinking...
Majora's Mask style? It just gets closer and closer.
Zoop.
I walked on your face, just a fist shaking in the foreground.
I think maybe we do like a witch flying through the sky,
you know
hitting
it's
the moon,
day?
and then falling.
What? It's so small.
Yeah, it'll look like
How are you
she's...
gonna draw a witch at scale? It's just a dot. Yeah.
Okay, what if she's a huge witch? Like she takes up basically the entire like height of this picture, like she's flying across, and then she hits the tiniest little moon, and it's just like.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Or.
Pac-Man.
What could?
I'm not eats the moon.
I'm trying to think of something that could use the moon as like a anchor to it. Like imagine like a monkey swinging through vines or something, but it's like swinging onto the moon and then off. But that's a bad example. I'm trying to think of like what it could be. But no, my initial intention with this one was to have a little dragon poof out of the clouds and then go back in. You know how
cool.
I love dragons. You know.
And how you always animate them to the end.
Excuse you, sir.
Speaking of throwing some shade on some of these photos and illustrations.
Golly. He chose violence today, didn't he? Ugh. Okay, this is more accurate to what it looks like. Okay. Beep, beep, boop. I'm gonna merge these. Oh, yeah. Can I? Can I please? Mother, may I? Okay. Doing it with the mouse. We're doing it live!
Brian suggests, you could do the rabbit pounding mochi on the moon. Is that a thing?
That's
Is that a short story?
It's a story. I think it's like Japanese story, a myth, possibly. Is that it, Brian?
It's a myth.
Tell me more. Because I am not familiar. I just feel like I've heard it sometime. Somewhere, sometime. Thing.
Oh, Kendall suggested the same thing.
Ricardo's gotta go. See you, Ricardo.
Bye, Ricardo. You could have
Thanks
a
for being
dragon
here.
come up and try to eat the moon. A little snack. I think happens a lot in Filipino mythology. Sun eaters and moon eaters.
You know, sometimes they just look yummy, yummy, yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy in my tummy. Okay, so what if we have a dragon come out of like this portion of the clouds, go up and then around the moon, and then go... whoop.
Ricardo's gonna join the Discord. Thanks, Ricardo. Looking forward to seeing you over there. No, I was looking at the chat.
Over here. Maybe like behind these clouds. Oh, I'm drawing like a path of motion.
I see now. Ooh, did a loop-de-doop. It orbited around the moon.
I'm trying to figure out what would fit like a composition best. And we don't have to have the entire photo, obviously. We can zoom in and crop some of the stuff out.
Zoom in, crop some stuff out.
Oh my gosh. Does that feel better?
Yeah, that's better.
I don't trust you. Okay, so...
Brian says, yep, it's the Japanese version of the Man in the Moon.
He's a man in the moon, but a bunny with mochi, that's a mochi.
That was off the cuff, so pretty good.
I mean, do better.
No.
No, come on, do better.
No.
Come on.
That's a bunny on the moon and it's a mochi.
That's a mochi. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you for...
I didn't do better, but sure.
No, you did it better.
You have such low standards for yourself and me.
Thanks. I feel like low standards are the key to happiness, so
That is true, but I didn't do it better.
that's fine. I'm fine. It's fine.
You're fine. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not.
Don't ever say that slander about my friend.
Hey. Hey.
Hey! Okay. We should probably have a separate file for this because it's all going to play on however many frames are in our animation. So it's going to make the mouse weird. Yeah?
I don't know.
What do I do to remedy this? Should I make a new file right here, right now?
Can you just group the mouse stuff? Does that count as
No,
having
it doesn't.
separate?
No. But I can separate them later, I think. So I think it'll be fine.
Kendall says if you turn it off, it won't affect it.
Oh, okay. So as long as they're turned off. Well, Kendall, yo ho ho, and a bottle of yay. There was nothing that could rhyme, I'm sorry. But thank you.
Fun? Yo ho ho and a bottle of fun?
I guess, but that doesn't really apply, does it? I wanted to say thank you for her knowledge, but that doesn't rhyme with rum either.
Yo ho ho and a bottle of thank you for your knowledge. Well, that's fun in its own way.
Is it? Okay.
Just completely abandoning the rhyme and going the other direction.
Good.
Whoa.
What? What's whoa?
The animation.
I need to find the tail of this young lad. I think having less onion skinning frames can show that. Okay, so it's right there. So we can have it move a decent amount. Oops. The desktop fresco is having a little bit of a jitter issue every once in a while where it's like I can't paint fluidly, which is a thing that it does every once in a while when it's bogged down. So I am pushing its limits. It's fine.
Brian has to head out.
See ya, Brian!
Good seeing you.
Have a great
Bye.
day and pet the cats for me. All them cats need love. Beep. Up here, over the moon, through the woods, to grandmother's house we go. Do you have any favorite myths? Mythology?
I probably do, yeah.
Yeah, you played the Greek game.
Oh, yeah. Hades.
Hades. I really enjoy Hanuman. It's I believe it has originated in India, which is the monkey that grew to the size of mountains so it could run across them.
You drew that recently?
No.
A year ago?
7
When
years
was
ago.
that? Is it on your Behance?
I don't think I drew it. I think maybe we
What was
talked about
that?
it, but I didn't do it.
Did you stream it? You definitely did at least a thumbnail, right?
I don't even remember, so what does that say?
I don't know what that says. It's in my mind. I was like, I liked that. Why did we abandon it?
I have no idea.
It was cute. I gotta watch all the streams again.
Oh, the streams again. How long would it take to watch all of our streams?
2 hours, twice a week, for a year, equals James. Do it.
Hey, James, I need you for math. That's his favorite calling in life.
I don't even remember what the topic was for that stream. It was cute. Ibrahim in the chat says, I have to go, but forgot to say hi before. Hi, all, bye. Bye.
Hi, bye. Loving your work. If you guys haven't checked out Ibrahim, you should pop a link into the chat. We'll make it clickable of your work because I want everybody to see some of the stuff you've been doing. And you've been animating a lot recently as well. And it is gorgeous. So everybody should check it out.
Nice. On his Behance?
I saw it on Instagram, but I don't know all of where he's posting.
Gotcha.
Hey, Pacha. Ooh, we should watch Emperor's New Groove again. That is a quality entertainment right there.
He left already, so I'm gonna post a link for him to his Instagram.
Thank you.
Let's see what we got. Where's one of these animations you're talking about? They
Click.
look like still images to me.
Is there a kid walking?
Oh, kid walking. Ooh,
Kid
cloudy ground
walking.
stuff.
I'm
Some
walking
sound.
here. Yeah, but isn't that great? It's kind of like the fox, where it's like having some kind of motion of something passing makes it look like you're walking or making moves. Does that make sense?
Making moves.
Making moves, making grooves. All the groovy,
Groovy
making
movies.
moves. Making the moves. Exactly. You're so good. And yes, I'm absolutely thinking of Haku in Spirited Away when doing this.
That's a good reference point to have in mind while animating a dragon flying through the sky.
Also being scared of its pursuers. What's chasing
What's
it?
pursuing it?
A bunch of paper dolls.
Paper dolls. The American Girl series. Isn't that what that was?
Is it?
Mm.
I have no idea, so that's me. I really need to finish the piece that I just did for Adobe Live, where it was like an animation of the kid looking up at the sky and having a shadow of the dragon across. I need to finish that. That's what we should have done today. Start over. Hi, welcome to the stream. No, I'm joking.
What is left to do on that guy?
I think a lot of just finishing up the painting itself, making the plants everything that I wanted it to be. And then probably making some more details within the shadow shape of the dragon. For me, at least. That's my wish.
No frog jumping into the water and swimming away.
Oh, Anthony.
We know whose wish that is.
It's Ryan Selvey is going to make that happen.
He probably could.
Oh, he absolutely could.
If he wasn't
That's why
feeling
he's
under
looking
the
at me
weather
and
right
saying, like, excuse you, lazy bones, come on. Make it move in an interesting way. And I'm like, I ain't you, man. I don't got them skill sets. Let me be. But no, he still persists. And everybody
Alessandra says, I was on that stream, Anna, and the painting was amazing. Loved the frog.
Yeah, the frog was everybody's favorite part, which again was Ryan's. Like, Ryan popped in and was like, what if there was a frog? And then everybody was like, oh my god, the
Don't
frog!
you mean he hopped in?
Oh, you clever bean. But yeah, everybody send good vibes to Ryan to feel better under the weather right now, which is unfortunate because I think, isn't he moving soon? I hope that he doesn't have to move while sick.
He showed us those floor plans.
Indeed. I'm very excited.
Should be a pretty easy move, though. It sounded like.
I hope so.
Probably just get his roommates to do it while he lays on his bed until they have to move the bed. Then he just lays on the couch, and then he's done.
All right, you ready to see this?
Ready.
Right, well, first of all, I'm going to delete this first one.
Well, that's crazy.
Is it?
Yeah, I thought it was going the other direction, so it surprised me when it was going from right to left.
It goes.
Oh, it's going. Oh, did you play it backwards just then?
I went back through the frame.
Oh, I'm surprised twice. Well, that's fun. I like it going into the clouds at the end. That's my favorite part.
Oh, you like that? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, now we just need to make it look like a dragon. I'm thinking having very implied features. Like, it does not need to be this, like, oh my gosh, it's way dragony. What I want to do is give it a belly of a different color and then have the back a different color. And then some kind of head thing, maybe horns, and then, like, little limbs. A little bit of limbs. A little bit of
limbs. Limbs.
Do you think it's a good place for it to disappear into the clouds? Or should it be like...
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, wait. Hear me out.
That's my favorite part. Oh no, she's gonna ruin it.
That's my favorite part. They're after me, Lucky Charms, truly. Okay, so imagine if it was like right there.
Is there a dragon cereal? There should be.
Can you give me feedback on this real quick?
Oh yeah.
Look at the place where I put it in. Instead of it being the exact edge of the cloud, it's more like an inner edge.
If you animate some sort of cloud thing, then I guess if it went into the clouds, I feel like the clouds would like pucker or
Pucker!
move a little bit.
A little bit of pucker.
I suppose coming out of the clouds too, like you could have a little bit of cloud fluff, not like a lot, not like a strong burst out, but just like some cloud stuff happening.
What kind of motion do you imagine it would be?
Of the clouds or the
Yeah.
dragon entering?
The clouds.
Probably just a couple of poofs coming out, like it's disrupting it a little bit, so like bubble fluff almost, but a little bit more wispy.
Alright, let's try it. I'm gonna do...
Francis says, wow, neat! And Anthony Jackson says, a sky serpent? And then Kendall says, snake on hard mode. Do you remember that game?
Snake?
The snake just gets longer and longer as you eat stuff.
Totally. Ooh, I don't know if I'm doing exactly what you thought, so who knows.
Anthony Jackson says there used to be a cereal called Dragon O's.
Are you
Is
watching?
that real? Yeah, I like that. Cute.
I think it should start earlier when it's like first hitting. When it hits right, you know.
Yeah. And then I think it should also happen a little bit when it comes out of the clouds too.
I think so. Correct.
Alessandra says, LOL, Bubble Fluff sounds like a name for a pet. Bubble Fluff. I love Bubble Fluff. It's fun.
I love Bubble Fluff.
It's the best part of washing dishes. Bubbles.
Is it?
Yeah. What's your favorite part of washing dishes? Is there
when
any
they're done?
good part? I like when I squeeze the soap bottle and little bubbles come up. And then I also like putting the soap in the pot and then using the faucet on like the stream mode where it's like a shower head, and then just getting so much bubble fluff to come out.
Today on the stream, we're talking about Anthony's favorite things about doing dishes. What?
Oh.
Who approved this?
Surprise!
Wasn't me.
I like bubbles.
Oh my gosh,
I can't help it.
I know, I get it. I know that you like bubbles. Bubbles.
I especially love it when you're like, oh, that was fun. And then like 2 minutes later, you're like, one survived. And then you like hover your hand under it. You're like, it's magic. Anybody else do that? Right?
No. I think you're a unique creature. That's all like we need to know. Come on. You can do it. I don't know how this is going to work out, but we'll just see. It's kind of look weird.
I like it. It's cute. Wait, can you zoom into it a lot more?
A lot.
Just like really get in there so we could judge it.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh.
Here it comes.
I love it. Reminds me of Hercules. Perfect.
It's so janky because it's like...
Yeah, it kind of goes in on itself for a second.
Maybe we can fix some of that. Here. This...
Kendall says, I liked bubbles a lot. Still do, but not nearly as crazy.
Oops.
Zubbles were my favorite thing because they were colored.
Zubbles?
Oh.
What are zubbles?
Zubbles, colored bubbles. And there were also like stackable bubbles. I remember that.
Stackable bubbles?
It was probably just like plastic. I don't know. I'm all about those.
Wait, I do
bubbles.
remember that. That's coming back. That's... What the heck? Zubbles.
And then there were also bubbles you could eat where it was like a cat and you blew them into the air and then caught them with your mouth.
Yes.
And there's also catnip
flavored
bubbles.
I remember that. Yeah.
Just like, why are you promoting eating soap? That sounds like a bad idea.
I mean, it's an idea. It's probably not good for you.
It's not good for you.
Oh, by the way, Ashley says, just got back from prepping Cyrus's dinner, who is our godchild. We love Cyrus. Thank you for feeding him. But this reminds me of the dragon from Raya. Might have already been said. No, nobody said the dragon
that's
from
right.
Raya, right?
Aquafina.
Aquafina, the name of the dragon. Yeah, that was a good movie.
Which reminds me, time for some...
Agua, por favor.
Agua.
Brought to you by... Kellogg's.
Aquafina. Why not
Aquafina, yes. Aquafina's
right
telling
there.
us, like, gotta advertise that water, baby. Okay,
It's spelled a little differently. She does hers with a K, and Aquafina, the bottled water, is with a Q.
Well, it's WK, like awkward.
That's true.
Awkward
Yeah.
Fina.
Awkward.
Awkward. Love it. Okay, so a little poof of... Ooh, let's have, like, the cloud kind of cling to the dragon a little bit here. And then it'll, like, slough off. Come on. Fresco's being a little butt. But it's okay. But it's okay.
But. Have you seen The Farewell with Aquafina?
I have not. You told me the synopsis, though.
I liked it. It was a good one. Have you watched all of The Dark Crystal Age of Resistance on Netflix?
Yes.
With Aquafina?
She's in it?
Yeah, she's one of the Skeksis.
No way.
She voices one of them. Yeah.
What do you think of this, Anthony?
I think her character's name was the Gourmand. Let me watch it. Oh, coming out of the clouds?
Yeah.
I feel like it's almost there, but Cloud feels a little bit heavy, like it falls down on itself kind of hard. And I feel like maybe it should just disappear instead of falling down.
Okay. Come on. Okay, there you go. So after this one, instead of falling, it will dissipate. Dissipation. No breathing. Anybody name that song?
It sounds like Red Hot Chili Peppers. Is that...
Once again, I believe you said that before when I was singing a little System of a Down, which is what I was referencing.
Weird. Huh.
Oh wait, no, was it? No, I think it might be another Papa Roach. Is that the same thing that we talked about last time? You remember the Papa Roach
was familiar
thing.
Well, I remembered the name. If you brought up the content, then I would probably also remember that, but of my own accord, no, I cannot tell you what we talked about for Papa Roach content.
Alright, I've changed one frame. I hope you like it.
Yeah, it's better.
Okay. I think we should work on this dragon's design, yeah? Let's do a lighter belly. Because I'm feeling a light
We have
dragon.
about 20 minutes left, by the way.
Perfect.
Kendall says about The Farewell, that movie is awesome. The cultural difference was really interesting to learn about. Yeah, it really was. That was a big part of the movie in general, was just Aquafina's character growing up in America, but then also coming from a country where the culture is very different, and then going there for a cultural, for like, I don't know, the farewell. But then there's so much cultural difference between what she grew up with in America and then what she's dealing with what her family expectations are. And
there's a lot going on. Layers.
There's a lot going on. It was a good movie, though. Very good movie.
Everybody go watch The Farewell with Aquafina. Do you know what that's on?
I think I watched it on Prime, but I don't know what it is on now.
Gotcha.
I watched it like a year ago, I think.
Do you think it should have a horn?
It would make it easier to distinguish that it was a dragon. So yeah, since it's so small, maybe it should have a horn, but I don't know how much harder that makes it to animate.
Oh, we don't worry about that.
Oh, we don't?
No. I think I'll just do it in blue, though, because I don't want to have another color. Wait. Something like that? I don't know. This is all very implied, obviously, because it's super far away, so it's not like it has to be perfect, but we want some kind of design to hold on to. Oh, Fresco, come on. It's just having these, like, blinks where it won't work for a bit. I'm giving it too much to handle. It's like, I already have a mouse. I can't deal with this.
The Farewell was another A24 film, and we're very excited
way.
about Everything Everywhere All at Once, which is also A24. And Marcel the Shell Shushan is also A24.
That's crazy. I can't believe they're doing so many, I don't know, what would you call those movies?
Good
Movies. How does one place make so many good movies? What the heck?
Yeah, that's honestly pretty impressive. That I feel like A24 came out of nowhere for me.
Yeah, I don't remember if I've seen anything before from it.
The Green Knight, but I don't know if you saw that.
No, I haven't. Alright, let's see how these two frames work together. Not bad. Come on, you can do it. His little legs. Oh, I love it. I think I won't have it completely profile the entire time. Like, I'll have that's kind of the reason for its belly being a different color. Although it's not super easy to see, but we can kind of pseudo turn it as it's going around and stuff. So that's what the plan is, at least. Maybe as it's coming out of here, we can have it turn its head.
That's a good idea. Yeah, a little rotation movement type thing. I'm looking at a list of A24 movies, and Ex Machina is on there as well. Did you watch that one?
Yeah, that was the one. Is it Oscar Isaac?
Yeah, Oscar Isaac and
Billy.
the guy from Star Wars. He was like the
Hux.
baddie Hux. Yeah,
the baddie Hux.
The baddie Hux.
Indeed. I don't know.
I think that was like must have been the first A24 film that I saw, or that looks familiar to me on this list anyway.
Do you know when they were starting to make movies?
2012.
Pretty long time, huh?
Swiss Army Man.
Oh, that was Daniel Radcliffe, huh?
Yeah.
Which I heard was very weird.
It was weird. I didn't really like it, but I did see it. The Witch. I feel like I heard about that one a lot. Or maybe I'm thinking of another one. Vitch.
What'd you say to me?
Vitch!
Whoa,
The Lobster, which I wanted to see, but I haven't seen yet. That one has Rachel Weisz. Rachel Weisz!
Collie. I feel like they're going from more indie movies to like, now it feels more mainstream. At least with the actors that they're getting and stuff, right?
Hard to say. I feel like some actors want to do more indie stuff and want to just have that opportunity to really delve into an artistic thing instead of just like a Hollywood blockbuster.
Yeah.
I know that was the case with the Green Knight. That actor had played in Avatar: The Last Airbender, and was it also... What else was he in?
Gosh, that's not one that you should include on his resume.
I specifically include it because he said he had such a bad time with being directed in that movie that the Green Knight was like a night and day difference. And he loved it. Yeah. He loved it so much more to have like a more personal connection with the director on the indie film. So that's the only reason I brought it up.
Like the only, like he didn't go from Avatar to that, right? That's Dev Patel, I believe, right?
Yeah, Dev Patel.
He's done other stuff between those two.
He has, but I was reading an interview of the movie, and he said specifically between Avatar and the direction style on this one,
it's like I hate
so
you,
much
better. Man, that is. I mean, I'm glad that he's having a good experience now.
Yeah. Really Kendall says they also did Moonlight, which I haven't seen. Came out in 2016. That was the one about
I feel like I remember
an exploration of the life of a young black man from childhood to adulthood and the difficulties he faces growing up.
Yes.
The Monster. I haven't seen that one.
Monsters under my bed.
Ooh, sounds scary.
Rihanna.
Oh, they do some scary ones.
Scary, so scary.
Lady Bird.
I watched that one and I wasn't really a fan, but I know a lot of people loved it, so.
Yeah, another one of those. Like, that hits just right for a specific
Yeah,
person.
somebody else.
The Disaster Artist. I'm just calling out the ones that I've heard of.
Absolutely, yeah. That one, I feel like Ashley would enjoy if she really likes the bad movies, because that's the
She
whole.
watched it, I think.
Okay, yeah. It's a
She
movie
watched
about
both
a
of it.
very bad movie.
Yeah.
That make a sense.
Which I just, like we talked about before, I just don't care that much about bad movies.
Yeah,
So I never
totally.
watched, what was that movie called? The
Good
Room.
question. Yeah, that was not my expertise.
Yeah.
The Room Where It Happened. Come on, you can do it. There you go.
Hereditary, which I didn't watch, but Ashley did, and she said that she didn't like it.
It was a scary one, right?
A scary one and like a psychological horror type of
Yeah.
thing. I think I saw a little bit of it, and I was like, okay, well, I'm traumatized, and I have to go try to purge this out of my mind.
Isn't it lovely when you're just having movie night and you walk in and you're like, oh, trauma. That's what happens sometimes. You never know. Well, if your roommate's like horror, I guess.
Yeah, that does happen a lot. Midsummer.
The only trauma you're gonna get over here is like, wow, Ponyo again?
No,
For the
you guys
13th
watch that
time.
scary video game.
That's not scary.
They did Midsummer followed by The Farewell. Both of those came out in the same year, in the same month.
Dang, good for them.
They did a lot in that month, that year. Weird.
Month that year.
But I don't know if I've heard of these ones.
I like how you just start whispering after a while.
Their latest one is called Uncut Gems.
I've heard of this. I have not seen it. I don't know what it's about.
Could you read the description if you want? Oh wait, that's not their latest one. That was their last movie in 2019. I'm still scrolling. Kendall says they also did Bling Ring. Speaking of Harry Potter actors, that's right. I think I saw that further up. That one has Emma Watson in it.
Emma Watson? What's that movie she's in? What's in that movie? Watson. Emma Watson.
Oh, okay. Thanks for that. Brought us along on that ride.
You're welcome. Welcome to my brain. But yeah, I never
Okay,
saw
we're in
that.
2022. The
Bling
one
Ring.
that they did before Everything Everywhere All at Once is called X, but I shouldn't talk about that one.
Oh my.
But that was the one
wait.
preceding.
I've seen so many ads for that. They started
have you?
spamming it. Yeah. And it's a horror movie, but they're filming an X-rated movie. That's the premise of the...
Yeah. A production team films a porno, finds themselves in danger while staying in a secluded farmhouse in Texas.
There you go.
Yikes. I don't watch that. I'm scared.
It reads very like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which is so far not my vibe. Like anti any movie I ever want to watch. But if you're into that sort of thing, there you go.
There you go. Marcel the Shell with Shoes On comes out June 24th.
Which is totally my vibe.
Yeah, a documentary director helps Marcel, a 1-inch tall shell, search for his family.
The general. I really hope that they keep the humor of the original and like just homage that.
They had that dog in it.
Well,
he wasn't as scared in the trailer.
Oh god. Can you see me?
I can smell his face.
Oh, sorry. All the memories come flood back. Oh.
The general. Windy.
Such a weird series. I'm amazed, honestly, that they like are getting funding for that. Honestly, it's such a weird
I
thing
know,
to
yeah.
make.
Ashley in YouTube chat saying, "Not Texas."
Yeah, Texas chainsaws. It's a thing.
Massacres.
You know? Yeah, Ashley's from Texas, so well, not from Texas, but in Texas
Living
now.
in.
But yeah, that is, you know, you gotta watch out for those chainsaws. If you hear one revving, just be like, no, not today. No, no,
Not
no,
today. No, 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 no.
no. Oh, did you just hear one? Because you did it perfectly.
The chainsaw noise? No, no, no,
Yep.
no, 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 no.
Oh, in Breath of the Wild, we got an ancient chainsaw, and it looks awesome.
Ooh.
Did you ever have that? I'm sure you
Yeah.
got all the weapons. But I want it to, like, I don't know, vroom, 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 more. So, it's my one critique. Okay, Nintendo?
Alessandra says, OMG, y'all, IDKY watched Texas Chainsaw movie. Smack my head first and last time for that, for sure. Anthony Jackson says, chainsaws don't scare me. And Kendall says, chainsaws are scary in haunted houses.
I think if somebody's coming after you with a chainsaw, that's when it's really scary. None of that. None of it. None ya. Just like that favorite movie of ours, Brink. Disney Channel original. That's more fun to watch.
What's Nunya?
None of your business.
Got me. Sick.
Sick burn, man. Boss. Or whatever.
Boss.
No, boss is more an 80s term. We need like 90s.
Is it? Oh.
Cool, man. Awesome. Wow.
Cool. Yeah, cool.
I remember my parents, probably uncles, like making fun of me for saying the word cool. And I always feel like it transcends the, like, I don't know, colloquialisms of time. Does that make any sense? What is it? What am I trying to say? So there's like boss, cool, awesome, groovy.
Lingo?
Yeah, lingo of the time. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But cool to me seems like the forever one.
Transcendent.
However, that could just be because I am of the time of cool.
I feel
Chime off. I need to know.
like you might be onto something. Do younger kids say cool?
Cool.
I don't know.
I have no clue. I really don't know hip young teens.
Are there any?
Are there any? Whoa! Just to the teens, man.
I don't know. You're the one that's saying their whole entire life right now is bad.
What?
Adolescence.
Oh, that's teen. Man, adolescence. Okay, so there's childhood, then there's adolescence, and then there's teenagedom.
Whoa, when's adolescence happen? Give me
Middle
ranges for everything.
school. Oh my gosh, it's just middle school. 5th through 8th grade. Adolescence. That's what I'd say.
Childhood until 5th?
Well, 5th is when we graduated from elementary school and went on to 6th. But I'm gonna include 5th because that's when they gave me the talk. So, or, you know, like the body talk, not the sex talk. But that was
Body Talk.
Body
It's
talk.
an album by Robin.
Oh my gosh.
I think.
Call your boyfriend.
Do they just play that?
We need to have the talk. Oh, perfect.
I love it.
Anyways, yeah, so I'm including it with that. Also, I'm expecting more embarrassing stories from the chat. I need more sustenance for my soul.
Oh, Kendall had to go all of a sudden.
I see how it is. Kendall, give me your embarrassing stories.
Anthony Jackson says, the talk. I never got one. I didn't have a childhood or adolescence or teenage years or adulthood.
I
don't exist.
I came into existence today. Whoops. Anthony, embarrassing middle school
I come
story?
from?
Oh,
No,
cars.
pass.
What? No, come on. I told you about the deodorant. What about your deodorant?
Oh, that's like child's play. All of my embarrassing stories are like, that's traumatizing embarrassing.
No, I don't want those.
Yeah, I
want
don't have
good
anything. It's just the extremes. Nothing or too much. Everything everywhere all at once.
stuff. Is that what the movie is about? Just all the embarrassing stories happening all at once? Oh no.
I make a guest appearance.
That would be
Spell.
very cool, honestly. Can you imagine being a guest in that movie and you're just like, a guest, an extra in that movie, and then you're just like, I'm here. I'm the
No, you're right. A
something
guest.
here, all at
They
once.
stop filming, but they keep filming.
Exactly. It's all about I don't know, the level of reality
Fourth
that they're
wallery.
capturing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. By the way, did you see? I turned the head so that now we're seeing like the underside. If it would like do what I want it to do, that would be great. Wow. Sorry, I'm getting frustrated with the program because, you know, every like 5 clicks when it doesn't click, it gets a little frustrating. It's okay.
Francis has a good one. Thank you, Francis. I asked a girl out by leaving a note in her locker. Like, I thought that would work? Question mark. Included
Yes.
in the note. Quote, my dad will drive us anywhere we want.
Yes!
Anyway,
Let's
she never
go!
responded and we never spoke. How's that?
That's great. That is wonderful because it's not, I mean, it's like traumatizing in the moment, but it's definitely not in the long run. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that story so much.
I appreciate it too. Thank you.
It reminds me of another one of my embarrassing stories.
And her loss, Francis.
Seriously. Oh, that's unfortunate. She was probably way too shy or something like that because I know that I would be for sure.
Oh, it's that she liked you way too much and was like, ooh, I can't, my emotions.
Well, like having to, I don't know. There's a lot that goes into a thought process for that. I know every single time that anything even remotely similar to that would happen, it would be, is this a joke? Is this somebody trying to bully me? Because that's what all the movies have. Every movie's like, haha, you
it's
thought
a lie.
it was
They don't
real.
really like you.
Yeah, exactly.
It was a prank the whole time.
Oh, and it's scary to think that. So
don't trust anyone. Got
being
it.
sincere is very scary at that age, for sure. So I applaud you for being sincere with your feelings, and
super sweet.
It reminds me of when I did get a note in my locker saying, "My love, I've thought of you every day." That kind of like, you know, over the top, like, wow.
What did you
I
do?
really
What did
like
you do?
I showed it to my friends, and it came with a rose and a bracelet of my name on it. And
is that funny to you? That's your name.
I showed it to my friends, and one of them was like, "Wow, that's so cool. What are you gonna say back?" And then the other one took me aside and said, "Other friend that is not in the conversation right now gave that to you."
No way.
Yeah, and it's posing as like a person. She gave me one too. And so yeah, it wasn't necessarily a prank. I think she was trying to make us have a good day or whatever. She was just kind of like, I know you would like this to happen, so I'm gonna make it happen, but not tell you that I'm the secret catfish.
A mysterious kind of one. Yeah, like, I'm catfishing you in a fun way.
Yeah, exactly. It was experimental catfishing, I'm sure. So yeah, that was my only experience with ever having a secret admirer. Like, oh great, it was my friend. It was disappointing to say the least, but also really nice of my friend. So, but like kind of nice. It was like there are problems with it, but also I know the intention behind it was only sweet.
Wade's in the chat. Hello, Wade.
That was a lot of awing, and then Wade's in the chat. Hey Wade, what's up? We're talking about embarrassing adolescent stories. Give me one. One that's not traumatic or deep.
Francis in the chat saying, "Aw, tanks." No, she was way too cool for me. Sorta. Who knows? My adult self would look or think of both of those kids were adorable.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The second you're older than yesterday, you're like, oh my gosh, I was so young. So, of course, they're gonna look just like little babies trying to
Anthony
make their
Jackson
emotions
says, I don't
known.
remember any embarrassing stories. It's been so long. And Dark Hours is back.
What a life, Anthony. Wow, you can just forget.
Kindle's gotta go.
Things. See ya. Hey.
And Dark Hours says, OMG, I was so young yesterday. And Wade says, mine are all traumatic, even as an adult. That's what I said. Also, it's 5 o'clock. Goodbye, everyone. Bye.
Oh
bye,
my gosh.
Bye.
Okay, calm down. I'm gonna finish this dragon, and then we're gonna show the animation as it is right now.
Okay.
And we'll finish this one? Someday?
Not today.
Heard you say, not today. Look at his little arms are like, I love it. I'm just implying like legs and arms, so they're not gonna be accurate. It's fine.
You could just make them kind of flap in the wind.
Yeah, exactly. Like a little.
Yeah, like maybe they're all broken.
No. All right. Let's watch the animation thus far, which we're halfway around the moon, and then the rest.
Ooh.
So let's see. I think this distance should show it all. All right, everybody ready?
Set. The moon did something to that dragon. It took away its head and arms.
Goodbye. All right, not too bad.
Look
not
at
too
it
bad.
splash into the clouds.
Yeah,
And
you like the
out of
splash, don't you?
clouds. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the clouds add something to it, so thank you for that, Anthony.
You're welcome. I think on the clouds coming out, if it's not too much of a hassle, the clouds going in, I feel like going into the clouds, because there's a little shadow on the clouds and it goes into the blue sky a little bit, but coming out of the clouds, it's harder to read. So I'm wondering maybe if you use the darker cloud color in front of where it's coming out.
Oh, that same color.
That might help it read better, because it's very hard to tell that it's coming out of the clouds.
Yeah, I could see that. Well, next
this
time
is
we'll
great.
work on it.
Love it. Yeah.
And we can also show the previous animation of the little mouse on the leaf. Ignore its tail, apparently. Everybody hates the tail.
No.
Oh, I mean, everybody loves the tail. It's their favorite part.
People
Neither
have
is true.
suggestions on the tail.
There we go. Just a little mouse blinking.
Cute.
A blinking. Thank you so much for joining us today. It has been a blast. We will see you again on Tuesday of next week. We should be live 3 to 5 p.m. PST. And if you guys want to talk anytime after that, before that, whatever, in between, we have a Discord. Check out the link below. Anthony, is there anything you'd like to say before we say au revoir?
Join Anna's Patreon. It's great. You get cool things.
There's links for Anthony down below, as well as our mods.
Don't
Check
follow
out
my
all
links.
Of their
They're all
works.
dead.
Never mind. You can't find Anthony anywhere. He is a digital nomad.
Just here. I don't exist.
You will never reach him. If you want to message Anthony, you have to message me, and I'm his secretary, and I tell him the important stuff.
That's how this works.
You really need to watch Marvelous Miss Maisel. I could be your Susie.
Oh, I don't know what that means, but yay.
All right. Okay. Thank you, everybody who joined us today. Remember to get vaccinated, get boosted, wear a mask, be kind to yourself and to others, and remember that you are loved. Have a great rest of your day, and enjoy the wild outdoors if you can, because that's some good stuff. I'll tell you what. Be a dragon. Okay, bye.
Bye. I put a link in the chat to your Patreon. Oh, and I don't know if I mentioned it, but yeah, there's a link in Anna's link tree. I think you said that.
Welcome to the after party where we talk about links.
Patreon party. What?
My favorite link is Link from Breath of the Wild. Yeah, for sure. Although Breath of the Wild 2 Link has that like tufty hair and like the little
arm tattoo.
Yeah,
like dead arm tattoo. I don't know what's going on with that arm.
There's a lot of stuff going on with that arm, so I think he might even edge out little baby Link in Breath of the Wild 1. I don't know.
I'm just over at your Patreon, and since it's blurred out because I'm not like logged in as a patron, I just see cute axolotl stuff happening.
You can't see the
opalescent axolotls. Below, I've formatted some wallpapers for your desktop and phone, perfect for dark mode.
Perfection. I'm gonna post a poll later today on Patreon, so if you want to have some input about some thingies, then get ready. Also, Joe says, newsflash, you can do 10-minute TikToks now.
Oh, well, that's a lot more than 1 minute.
That's 10 minutes. 10
Wait, was Corinne
minutes?
telling us something about this?
That's
recently?
insane. I don't know. Corinne knows everything about TikTok, clearly, so maybe. I don't know. Anyways, we will see you guys later. Remember to watch the other Behance streamers, and we'll see you again very soon.
Yeah, bye.
For realsies.